Hey there, David Wright here, doing another one of my video blogs. Well, I've just watched the season finale of The Walking Dead Series 4, and it was certainly interesting. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about it, and there's been a lot of build up to it, and everyone's been saying how they're going to top the finale of Series 3 and the finale of Series 4. Well, the mid-season finale of Series 4 with the governor and everything. And they certainly made it unique in its own way. It was not as big, there was less people involved, there was less guns and shooting and everything. But it was certainly interesting. Spoilers ahead, just in case, because I'm going to discuss it. If you've been keeping up with the series, there's these guys that Daryl ran into, Jew, who are sort of like the Marauders in the comic books. I don't follow the comic books that much, but I started the basis of the story there. And they've been tracking Rick because Rick killed one of them in episode 10, I think. Yeah, 10. And they've been following them ever since, and Joe and the gang finally catches up on him, and Rick does something that I did not expect him to do. Rick bites Joe's throat out and spits out, which is one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and one of the most horrific things I've ever seen. I mean, yes, we've seen people get torn apart and eaten by walkers, but it's just sort of a unexpected thing for a normal human to do in this context. And then they meet Terminus, and naturally they're not 100% sure about the place, so they sort of hide about for a little bit. They meet the Gareth character, who's been talked about for some time, and we haven't seen any trace of him up until now. And at first, we've never been entirely sure of the place, because at this point in the story in the comics, they'd be running into the hunters, the cannibals, who ate Dale's other leg. Dale from Series 2, of course, Series 1 and 2. It was an interesting idea. I mean, Rick saw Glenn's pocket watch, which Gareth had, and they sort of chased them about for a bit, and the gang were, like, the bad guys were sort of placed up in certain areas of the camp. They sort of shot at them, leading them to a place where they end up cornered, and they're stuck in. They were forced into this big truck thing that you'd see on the trains, where Glenn, Maggie, Sasha, Bob, Tara, Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene are. And things are going to get serious, because the last line in this series was, they picked the wrong people to screw with, and it just ended there. Probably a lot of people aren't going to might not like it as much, because there's certain episodes of The Walking Dead that the expectations are higher than usual. I mean, everybody expects the episodes of The Walking Dead to be fantastic, but with the series opener, the mid-season finale, the episode leading back from the season finale, mid-season finale, and the season finale, their expectations are higher than usual. And it's just sort of play it down a little bit. It's an interesting choice. We haven't had any main character deaths for a while, which is another choice, because there's been a lot of rumours and stuff saying that characters might die in the season finale, like Beth or Maggie or Glenn and all those people, but they didn't kill anybody off in the season finale, which was an interesting choice as well. But I liked the episode, but I say that about most of the episodes. I like more or less all the episodes. I will be watching them again at some point, because I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, but not as much with the comics. I love the show. I don't think a terrible lot of people have liked Series 4 overall. To me, I've always felt the show's kept getting better. I can't pick which one's my favourite, season 3 or season 4. It's hard to pick, because David Morrissey as the governor was in all three of them. Well, both of them even. And I know a lot of people hate the governor's character because he did some of the worst things imaginable. But I liked him because it's really hard to explain. I think it's because it was David Morrissey who played him. If it was somebody else who played him, I wouldn't like him as much, and I'd go along with the trend of physically despising the governor. I mean, yes, he'd done some of the worst things imaginable that a person could do. But then again, they all have. At some point, Rick spit a guy's throat out, Carl shot a guy down who was surrendering, Maggie stabbed a guy in the neck with a bone. just all sorts of stuff. And the latter half of the series has certainly been interesting. There's been slower episodes. The only one I didn't really like was the episode with Daryl and Beth when Beth wanted to go and get some alcohol. It was a real slow episode, but it was a character builder basically. It was one of those filler episodes. We sort of learn a bit more about characters, and I probably didn't like it because it was a bit slower than usual. Sort of to what I'm used to with certain episodes of The Walking Dead, because I'm always looking forward to them being exciting and everything. But the series finale was a very good finale. I enjoyed it. Most people might not. Everybody has mixed opinions about everything. They sort of downplayed it a little. It was more intimate and therefore oddly more intense, because just based on everything that's happened, and they're all stuck in there now. We have no idea where they are, and we don't know where Carol and Tyrese and Judith are. I mean, you didn't see them in the finale at all. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. I'm surprised that it's an interesting choice to not include them in the season finale, because usually in series finales of these types of shows, every character is there at some point. So I have to wait until Series 5, which hopefully might come out in October if they sort of keep the trend. Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to the 5th series in October. I think there's probably some people who might not bother anymore, because they just think the show's gone stupid, but it's a show about zombies. It's not written into reality or anything. So yeah, that was my review of the show. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.